829 if you want to jump in. Thank you, Donna. Okay. Can somebody give me a heads up that I'm on live, if that's all right, guys, please? And welcome. It's Lisa King on the show. Oh my goodness. We're talking to me today all about self-empowerment, self-expression, and all of that gorgeous stuff around being unapologetic. Already going, amazing Mason, who is 13 years old, who is sharing his song, which is the Empowered Future Generation song, and why. Get ready for that, because that is incredible. So without any further ado, for anybody who hasn't been on my show before, what I do is the lyrics of songs are really, really important. Okay. Music is so powerful, and words and language are so important. So what I've done is we've got 3 songs. Before the interview with Rachel, we have 3 songs. The theme is all about self-empowerment and self-expression. And what I'm going to be doing is sharing 3 songs that echo this. Okay. So the first song here is called One in a Million, and it's a real uplifting and affirming song. And it's about uniqueness, individuality, and recognizing your inherent value in the world. And that we can often feel really pressured to conform. And what this song does is it reminds us that we're not meant to become copies of others or shrink to fit those societal, expectations. Instead, it's about celebrating our qualities, our experiences, our personality, and our essence that make us all beautifully unique. And at the emotional core, this song centres around self-worth and centres around identity. And it speaks to those who have spent years comparing themselves to others, doubting themselves or feeling unseen. And these lyrics really do reinforce the idea that our value does not decrease because we're different. Okay? Or misunderstood. Please know that it's actually an incredible thing. This song really does. So each of these songs connects to self-empowerment and self-expression. And this song connects to self-empowerment because empowerment begins when we stop believing we must become someone else in order to be of any value. And many people really do lose confidence because they constantly compare themselves to others or feel pressure to fit in. And this song really does disrupt that mindset by reinforcing that individuality as a strength rather than a flaw. And this song really does empower us to own our uniqueness unapologetically. It encourages us to stop minimizing ourselves and instead recognize that our perspective, our voice, our experiences and our gifts really matter. And that shift really does help to build self-worth and confidence from within. When it comes to self-expression, this song has a really powerful connection because individuality naturally feels authentic expression. It really does. The song encourages us to stop hiding the parts of ourselves that make us unique and instead express them fully. And it supports that absolute freedom of expression by challenging that conformity and people-pleasing. And many people really do suppress their personality, their creativity, and their opinions or their dreams because they fear judgment. And this song creates permission to express ourselves authentically without needing universal approval. Have a listen to the words. This is One in a Million and China Styles. Have a listen.
I used to dim my light just to make them feel tall, but now I shine on purpose because, baby, I'm one of one. I used to question why I stood apart, why my fire scared the faint of heart. But God don't make no duplicates, so why would I shrink just to fit? They called me too loud, too deep, too much, but I was wrapped in heaven's touch. And now I wear my flaws with pride, 'cause I was built for more, not to hide. I'm not average, I'm assignment. Not trendy, I'm timeless. And every crack they tried to shame is where God poured purpose in my name. I'm one in a million, can't copy this grace. Handpicked by heaven, no one can take my place. There's royalty running through my bloodline, and I walk like I know it every time. I'm not made to blend, I was born to shine. God didn't skip when he wrote this design. I'm one in a million, and that's my truth. If they ever doubt it, I'm living proof.
One of one, chosen, can't do it.
Oh, I'm one in a million. Now I step with peace and purpose. Even my silence feel like worship. I'm the answer prayer they never prayed, and the blessing they thought would fade. But favor follows when you're real. I'm no longer begging folks to feel the worth I knew since I was born. I'm God's art, not someone's scorn.
I am not too much, I am measured in miracles. I don't beg for rooms, I build them. I don't shrink, I shift. I don't fit in, I free others just by existing. I am one.
I'm one in a million, fearfully made, worthy of love, of light, of praise. I'm not lucky, I'm designed to lead. I'm not extra, I'm what they need. I'm one in a million, say it loud. The crown fits, I wear it proud. You don't have to get it, it wasn't for you. I'm not who they wanted, I'm who God chose to do.
One in a million.
Yeah. One in a million. One of one.
5, 4, 3, 2, 1. We have ignition. Strap in. You're about to listen to the hottest sounds.
Dream Catcher Radio.
A huge welcome to everybody joining me live on Dreamcatcher Radio, and to everybody joining me on TikTok. We've got some new people in. Welcome, welcome, welcome. Do you know what? I am just so buzzing for the show because we've got the incredible Rachel. She is an empowerment photographer. We are going to be working together on an incredible project, as well as Rachel is going to be taking some really cool photos of me later this year, which is going to be based all around masculine and feminine energy. I am so incredibly excited to be doing this. She thinks outside the box. She knows the vision that I have, and we are going to create some powerful images that really do show. I'll give you an example. I was very much in my masculine energy growing up because of upbringing, because of beliefs that I had, because of all this stuff, and now I'm very, very much a really beautiful mix of masculine and feminine energy. And these pictures are going to really share the power of that, but also the vulnerability of it, also the expression of it, and why it's so important to go there and do the work. So, my name's Lisa King. This is Dreamcatcher Radio, and this show is called Unapologetically You. We are going next we've got 2 more songs before the gorgeous Rachel joins us. Now, this next song is from Shift to Abundance, and it's a real deeply reflective and transformational song, and it's about self-perception, identity, and it's about recognising the power and beauty within ourselves. And this song really does explore the idea that the way we see ourselves really does shape our our experience, our life experience. And the mirror symbolizes self-reflection and awareness, while the magic represents the hidden potential, worth and brilliance that exists within all of us. Now, when it comes to self-empowerment, this really does connect, because empowerment begins with perception. The way we view ourselves impacts our confidence. It impacts our boundaries, our choices, our relationships, and our willingness to pursue and be open to all possibilities and opportunities. And this song really does encourage us to stop defining ourselves through limitations, and instead it really does empower us to reconnect to our value and our capability. And this song empowers us to reclaim that ownership over our self-image, instead of allowing those past experiences, criticism or conditioning to dictate our identity. It really does encourage that conscious shift towards self-recognition and self-belief. When it comes to self-expression, this song really does connect beautifully, because we express ourselves differently when we genuinely see the value within ourselves. And when we're trapped in shame, trust me, I was trapped in shame for decades, and self-criticism, we often hide, we minimize ourselves, we suppress our creativity and our voice. What this song does is it encourages us to embrace that visibility and that authenticity. And as we begin recognizing our magic, we often become more willing to express our opinions, our emotions, our creativity and our uniqueness without apology. This is Shift to Abundance, Mirror to Magic. Have a listen to the words.
Every reflection is a lesson, every trigger is direction. I rise, I choose, I level up. I forgive for me, not for them. I choose peace again and again. When my heart feels heavy, I breathe and release. Cause letting go is what sets me free. If jealousy shows, I don't run away. I ask myself, what is this trying to say? What part of me is ready to grow? What power in me is asking to show? Every thought, every mood, every shift inside creates my truth. Nothing outside has control of me. My reality answers to who I choose to be. How is it that I always rise higher? How is it that blessings come lighter? How is it that everything works for me? I live in a world where I'm free, yeah. How is it that abundance keeps flowing? How is it that my light keeps glowing? How is it that miracles follow my name? Every new day my life I pray. Whoa, oh, 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 oh. Every person I meet is a mirror of me. They show the wounds, they show the peace, they show the parts I get to heal. Until my heart feels soft and real. When fear comes in, I talk with love. I choose my truth, I rise above. I ask myself gently, what do I need? What version of me am I choosing to be? Every moment is a chance to shift, a chance to grow, a chance to lift my mind, my energy, my destiny, all created from inside of me. How is it that I level up daily? How is it that each comes to save me? How is it that life keeps blessing my steps? Everything aligns when my heart resets. How is it that I am so lucky? How is it that love chooses me? How is it that everything feels just right? I live in a world made of light. Every question uplifts me, every answer upgrades me, every mirror transforms me. Eyes, eyes, eyes. I forgive, I reflect, I expand, I my peace, my mind, my energy. I choose the reality that chooses me.
Thank you to everybody who's tapping away on TikTok. I truly appreciate all of you. We have a huge following. Do you know what's great? I get to see, so those that are listening live on the radio, I get to see where you're listening in from around the world. So I'm going to do a really big shout out. So I'm going to do a big shout out to, we have, now these are the bigger audiences, okay? Sweden, we have Germany, we have the UK, we have Ireland, we have the US and Canada. That is where our biggest audiences are listening in from right now. How cool is that? So we've got one more song before the incredible Rachel is on. Now the next song, I love it. I absolutely love it. This next song is quite a calm, reflective song, and it's about surrender. It's about emotional freedom, detachment from control, and it's about learning to flow with life rather than trying to force outcomes. And this song really does explore that emotional challenges and the suffering that often comes from rigid expectations. And it's about expecting people to behave a certain way, expecting instant results, or expecting life to unfold exactly according to plan. This song really does encourage us to release that attachment to outcomes while still remaining really open to possibility and growth. So rather than promoting that numbness or giving up, it suggests a healthier balance between intention and surrender. And there really is a strong message here about peace, trust, and allowing life to unfold naturally. So this song empowers us to release those unhealthy emotional dependencies. I used to have that. And become more internally grounded. By loosening rigid expectations, we often experience greater emotional resilience, adaptability, and self-trust. And when it comes to self-expression, this song, it supports it because fear of specific reactions often stops us from expressing ourselves honestly. And many of us silence our truth because we're attached to being liked, to being understood, to being validated, and to be approved of. And this song really does encourage us to express ourselves more freely without needing to control how others respond. And that really does create greater authenticity, emotional honesty, and creative freedom. This is the last song before we have the incredible Rachel joining us. This is No Expectations, Shift to Abundance. Have a listen. It's a great tune.
I used to wait for something in their faces, in their tone. Didn't know I was handing my power to places that were never home. I thought peace would come from answers, from a yes, from being seen. I didn't know expectations were just quiet deals with disappointment in between. I gave meaning to reactions, made silence mean I failed. But the truth is people only meet you at the level they feel. And I learned the hard way, no one's here to complete me. The moment I stopped expecting, life started treating me freely. Expectations feel like hope, but they're pressure in disguise. You don't get hurt by what they do, you get hurt by the story in your mind. I only get disappointed when I expect it outside of me. I was looking for love in their reactions, while everything I need lives in me. I let go of expectations, I stop asking them to see. I turn inward, feel my own foundation, and suddenly I'm free. I believe in me no matter what. I believe in me no matter what. Everything that happens serves my highest good. I don't need proof, I know I'm guided, yeah. 7 years of falling forward, trusting myself when nothing showed. I was waiting for reassurance from people who never walked my road. I expected celebration, expected hands to rise. But freedom doesn't come with witnesses, it comes when you stop asking why. Now I don't need them to clap, I don't need them to agree. When you expect nothing from others, you stop negotiating who you get to be. No expectations doesn't mean nothing, it means I don't abandon me. I stay open without attachment, and lies meets me. I only get disappointed when I expect it outside of me. I was looking for love in their reactions, while everything I need lives in me. I let go of expectations, I stop asking them to see. I turn inward, feel my own foundation, and suddenly I'm free. I believe in me no matter what. I believe in me no matter what. Everything that happens serves my highest good. I don't need proof, I know I'm guided, yeah. Finally not fighting it, I stopped waiting to be chosen. Stop needing them to stay. I chose myself in silence, and that choice didn't fade. I believe in me no matter what. I believe in me no matter what. Everything that happens serves my highest good. Everything that happens serves my highest good. I don't need proof, I don't need signs. I know, I know, I know, I know, I know. No.
More music, more variety. This is your favorite radio station.
Catcher Radio.
What an interview we have coming up. We have the incredible Rachel Shoot-Sweet. Right now, we've got 3 segments, 3 different segments of interview. I highly, highly recommend you stay and listen to this, because this woman, she's incredible. Her energy is brilliant. And we talk about empowerment photography. We talk about self-expression. We talk about all of that really cool stuff. And it's a really powerful, powerful interview. And I'm not going to say any more. We're going to get started. This is Rachel Shoot-Sweet. Here we go. We'll be in a moment. Technology. Let's go. And a huge, huge welcome. Rachel, how are you?
Oh, so excited to be here.
So this is Rachel Shoot-Sweet, and you will understand why Shoot-Sweet as well in a minute. So Rachel is an empowerment photographer, and I am. We've just been discussing my photo shoot that we're going to be having. You'll have to watch this space. But yeah, Rachel, share with us, how did you get into empowerment photography?
I mean, this is like a hello straight into the depths. I'm one of the people that like instantly does like trauma bonding. So that's what we're about to do, everybody. So, I mean, the short version of the story is that I had 2 children very close together, 17 months apart, and on purpose, which should already indicate my mental state at the time. I had quite severe postnatal depression. The husband wanted to buy a camera. I could not be less interested in cameras, but he wanted to buy a camera to take photos of the kids, and obviously didn't, because how many husbands actually do take photos of their children? Not to be gendered and whatever, but so I started doing it. But the in-laws had a caravan in the Lake District, which is just a spectacular part of the world.
It's beautiful.
Love it. We used to go every year, and so I started taking pictures of the kids in the Lake District, and it was like, well, the way I describe it is that postnatal depression to me felt like being like walled in, like there was like kind of a wall, this brick wall all around me, and it was dark in there and it was stale in there, and I kind of taking photos was like I had to knock a brick out in order to be able to see.
Oh, right, okay, to take the picture.
Yes.
Wow, okay.
And doing that made me go, oh, the world is beautiful. There are nice things out there. Yeah.
Oh, wow.
That was it. I was obsessed from then on.
Yeah. Wow. So I've got to know you since talking with you, and we've met, and I love your energy. Your energy is brilliant. And so I totally understand why you thrive in empowerment photography. So when did you get into empowerment photography? I know all is empowerment, but specifically what you do now, what made you go down that route? Was there something specific, or?
There was something specific and something so broad it became undeniable. It was kind of both. So I started taking photos just of my friends and of their children. I apologise for the dog noise in the background.
I love it. No, they're joining in. No, I love it when pets join in. Totally.
The postie has left a parcel, and that is very exciting for the sound. Oh dear. So it was just, I was like saying to my friends, can I take pictures of your kids, just to practice, because that's the stage of life I was at the time, and I would say to my friends, you be in a photo, and they would go, oh no, I can't, because I've my hair, my teeth, my skin, my eyes, my belly, my blood, and I would go, what? And then the next woman would say it, and it was just, it's almost every single woman I have ever photographed has given me the list of reasons why she doesn't deserve to be in photos, shouldn't be photographed, doesn't want to be, isn't comfortable being photographed. And it felt little each time it happened, but the cumulative effect of that really just, my soul, I thought I need to fix that. That's not to be too cheesy, but like, that's why I'm here, is to fix that, to help these women. I have a friend who, this is really morbid, I'm so sorry.
No, please share. This show is all about being real, being raw, being honest, so you go for it, absolutely.
We were joking, but it's not a joke because it's true. She was saying that if she passed today, her children would have no photos of her with them.
Wow.
None.
Oh my goodness. Oh, that's massive.
It's huge. And it's not just her. It's lots and lots and lots of people that aren't in photos. And photos seem trivial and they seem like nothing, but to me, they are proof of your existence, of your love, of your life, of your passion. They're to allow yourself to be seen and to be willing to see yourself. And this is just a vehicle for that. I love it.
I love that. And I agree with you that photos are such a huge part of our story. It's like that you could take photos and piece them together and that could tell a story with no words.
Totally. Absolutely. And they're not just for you. I think it's so much bigger than just do I want a picture of me. It's much bigger than that. It's the people that we love and our children and our family and
Oh, I love that. So how long ago was that? How long ago was it that you really started to notice that this was such a problem?
17 years ago.
Wow.
Yeah. And it just grew and grew and grew. And for a good number of years, for about 10 years, I was an everything photographer, weddings and babies and things like that. But for the last about 7 years, it's been, that is my dedication. That is my purpose. Wow. There are lots of people who will take photos of weddings and babies, and those are lovely. I love both of those things.
Yeah.
But this is my thing. This is my gift. Yeah.
I love that. And we were just talking about what I had an idea come into my head, and I'm like, I want to do a photo shoot. And I'm not just saying this because you're on here, because that isn't who I am. Yeah. But there is nobody I'd rather have taken these pictures, because you get it completely. Mm-hmm. We were having this conversation about what I wanted to do, and you've immediately gone, what about this? What about this? And you've opened up this whole sort of like, wow, I didn't think of it like that. Oh my goodness, that would look really cool. So I get it. And it is, I mean, tell me if I'm wrong, but from the way I feel you and your energy and your passion, is it predominantly women that you work with, or is it?
It's predominantly women, yes.
Yeah. So you want women to be able to see themselves and actually feel their beauty, their energy, and to be able to own owned that. Is that how you would describe it?
Totally. I think it's really difficult, because I think a lot of, for me, empowerment is political. And there's a lot of people who talk about empowerment who don't acknowledge the system that we live in that is actively trying to disempower women all the time.
Absolutely.
And I would never want a woman who is nervous about being photographed to feel like she felt that way because she wasn't brave enough or wasn't strong enough or whatever, because it is very natural to be a little bit fearful of being photographed, or and it's unknown, and it's lots of things, and that's not. But the way I describe it is that it's like, you don't feel like, if you sit on your couch and wait until you feel like going for a walk to then be happy, that very rarely works for me. Yes. What I do is I get my ass up off the couch and I go for a walk, and then I feel happy. It's action first before feeling. Absolutely. So I think we wait to feel confident and wait to feel beautiful, and but actually you take the action. You come and you get photographed. Could be one of the actions. It's not the only one. Yeah. You don't get confident first and then get your photographs taken. You get your photographs taken and go, wow, I'm a badass. Look what I did. Look how it looks.
And that's exactly it. I've just done a confidence deep dive. And this is exactly what I say to people. You do the action, you get the evidence that everything's cool, and then you start building on that, and this is where what you do and who you are. Yeah, I can completely see how women would feel empowered. Safe is a big word, and trust. And I can so see why they would do that with you, because you say it as it is, and you back up what you say.
I want to stick with that safe thing, because that's been really, really on my mind lately, about people who I feel safe with. And I was having this is a funny story. Sorry, I'm laughing at it because I've got the punchline in my brain.
Share. Absolutely, share.
I have a friend who is a therapist. I am one of those people that will melt if you tell me that I did something really good, or I'm a clever girl or something. I'm just like, yes, give me a little bit of praise. I will melt for you. And I was talking to my therapist friend about friends, about friendship groups, and friendship groups that you feel safe in, and friendship groups that, like, they're great people and you love them, but there's not the element of safety there. And I was trying to articulate what I felt the difference was for me. And what I came to was that a person who is a safe space for themselves is a safe space for other people. Yeah. And my therapist friend was like, oh, that was very well articulated. And I'm all giggling in my house because the therapist told me I did a good job, Yeah. But that's, I have tried to create a safe space for myself, which is a space, it's safe because I'm allowed to make mistakes. I'm allowed to not be perfect. I'm allowed to forget stuff. I'm allowed, and one of the mistakes that I'm allowed to make as a photographer, I used to be so constipated by, my own wanting to be good and right. I would move a studio light and it would be not in the right position, but I would continue to take photos because I didn't want the client to know that I hadn't placed it perfectly first time. Right. And the photos would be shit. Yeah. And I would have to, it's really hard to edit bad lighting. And now, if I place a light and I take a couple of photos and I go, nah, I didn't do that right, I'm going to adjust it. And it's as simple as that, but it's made a massive difference. Yeah, because it is about saying, well, actually, the most important thing is the end result, not what I'm going to look like, because I placed it in a not the wrong position, just a position to see. Yeah. And expecting myself to do it perfectly first time, I genuinely believe makes me not safe for myself, and it also makes me not safe, me being okay with myself being silly or making mistakes with lights gives my client permission to go, oh well, I can experiment. Sometimes I go, well, I'm going to suggest something, let's try something, it might be terrible, but let's give it a go, and we give it a go together.
Yeah, I
and then
totally,
they get to give it a go.
get that. I totally get that. And I talk a lot. I get a lot of people say to me how safe they feel with me.
Yeah.
And the reason, and I totally agree with what you're saying, the reason that they feel so safe, I too believe, is because of the trust and the safety I have for me.
Yes.
I completely trust myself.
Yes.
And I think that trust element with the safety comes in quite massively.
Absolutely. And that's always my job, is to be, I have to be safe for myself so that I can be safe for other people.
Yeah.
Totally.
Yeah, I love that. So when we'll talk a bit more in the next segment, but I really wanted to just ask this question because it's something that I feel in a different way, but I know you're going to get this. How beautiful is it when you are photographing somebody who at first is a little bit uncomfortable? It's all, it's all just brand new. Do you get that moment where it's like, boom, and it's as if they've just, now they are owning it, they're comfortable, they're safe, and it's like not a new person, but a new depth has now come out?
So I'm going to tell you the story about the first boudoir shoot I ever did.
Oh, yeah.
Her name is Lisa, and I know that she doesn't mind me telling this story as well. So we've got
it's
another
not me,
Lisa.
in case anybody's asking.
It's not.
I would so do a boudoir. I so would. I'd be all over that. Let's talk about that as the second shoot. But yeah, back in the room.
So Lisa, I had photographed her children, and we knew each other, and she said, "Do you do boudoir?" And I said, "What is that? What are you talking about?" I hadn't even clocked it as a genre. And she explained it to me, and I was saying, what's the thinking here? Why are we doing this? She's got 4 children that are quite close together. So her body changed an enormous amount in a very short time. And that is a real psychological thing, like that level of change in any direction can mess with your head. Her husband hadn't seen her naked for 4 years. And when they did husband and wife things, on the occasions that happened, it was lights off, t-shirt on, duvet over, and she felt caught in there and didn't know how to change that. Yeah. And what a brave woman to be the one to suggest this thing. Yeah. So I went to her house, and she had lingerie on and like a slip dress and a robe on top. So she was like as layered as you can possibly be. Yeah. And we did it so slowly. The robe came off one shoulder, and then the robe came off the other shoulder, and then it was around her waist, and then the robe was off, and then the little slip like nighty dress off very, very slowly. And then right at the end, she took her bra off and was just in her pants, and we took some photos like that. And I was saying to her, from a photographer's point of view, I've got a beautiful gallery of images. I'm happy. I've got everything that I need. Is there anything which is a question I ask a lot, is there anything that you would like? Because I think as women particularly, we sometimes struggle to ask for our needs to be met. Yeah. Sometimes we have these little hopes and thoughts so I say, I'm happy. Did you have a little idea or a little thought or a little hope that you wanted to ask me for? And she said, I want to do one completely naked. Wow. I said, okay, that's what you want to do. And she took her pants off, and she just knelt on the bed, and we didn't pose, and we didn't, the twist to flatter, blah, 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 she just was on her bed, kneeling up tall and proud, and she just let me take a photograph of her completely naked. And we both cried. Yeah, I can imagine. I can imagine. Yeah. Wow. It was amazing.
Yeah.
And then I was hooked, which you can understand from that story.
Yeah, and I mean, I can imagine as well that was such a massive changing point for her.
Huge.
Yeah. Wow, I love it. And that is exactly...
A boudoir shoot has changed people's lives in the most random and silly of ways. One client had saved money to buy this car that she wanted, a second-hand car, but it was a little kind of, convertible-y type thing. Yeah. She had the money in her account to buy it, and she hadn't bought it. She did a boudoir shoot, and she texted me the next day, and she said, "Do you know what I've just done? I've just bought that car because I'm allowed to have that thing." And it's not always a car, because another client the next day texted me and said, "I've bought red lipstick. I've never owned red lipstick. I've always wanted to wear red lipstick, and I bought myself red lipstick today."
Oh, I love it. I love it. I love it. Brilliant. And we'll talk more about this in the second segment. Is there any? I love this. Is there anything else you want to cover before we go to your first song?
Oh, I could talk about this for hours. I think you can already believe it. I can talk about it for hours.
What we'll do is we'll come back in on the second segment, and we'll start. We'll go deeper. I love it.
Let's get some music.
I love it. So here is Rachel's first song. Here is Jess Glynn and Thursday. Here we go.
I won't wear makeup on Thursday. I'm sick of covering up. I'm tired of feeling so broken. I'm tired of falling in love. Sometimes I'm shy and I'm anxious. Sometimes I'm down on my knees. Sometimes I try to embrace all my insecurities. So I won't wear makeup on Thursday, 'cause who I am is enough. And there are many things that I could change so slightly, but why would I succumb to something so unlike me? I was always taught to just be myself. Don't change for anyone. I wanna laugh, I wanna cry. Don't want these tears inside my eyes. Yeah, don't wanna wake up and feel insecure. I wanna sing, I wanna dance, I wanna feel love inside my hands again. I just wanna feel beautiful. I just wanna feel beautiful. I wear my sweatpants on Thursday, and I'll drink soft gin from a can. I'll build my own independence. I don't always need a man. You know, sometimes I feel lonely, could do with the company. Oh, I get high when I'm down, but you know that's alright with me. So I will do nothing on Thursday. Sit alone and be. And there are many things that I could change so slightly, but why would I succumb to something so unlike me? I was always taught to just be myself. Don't change for anyone. I wanna laugh, I wanna cry. Don't want these tears inside my eyes. Yeah, don't wanna wake up and feel insecure. I wanna sing, I wanna dance, I wanna feel love inside my hands again. I just wanna feel beautiful. I just wanna feel beautiful. I just wanna feel beautiful. I won't wear makeup on Thursday, 'cause who I am is enough. And I wanna laugh, I wanna cry. Don't want these tears inside my eyes. Yeah, don't wanna wake up and feel insecure. I wanna sing, I wanna dance, I wanna feel love inside my hands again. I just wanna feel beautiful. I just wanna feel beautiful. I just wanna feel beautiful.
So how much are you enjoying the interview with Rachel Shootsuite? I'm not going to waste any more time. We're going to go straight in. We're going to go straight to the second segment. Here is Rachel Shootsuite. So we spoke in the first segment about your story and some of the different ways that you work with women, which I love. And we were talking about safety, empowerment and being seen and all of that gorgeous stuff. One question I do have is, what advice would you give to help women with regards to safety and empowerment?
Yeah, loads.
Big question.
Yeah, this is
I
a
know
soapbox
it's a big
moment.
question.
But because it's such a big question, what I did was I had the audacity to make my own kind of group program, because I love photographing women one-on-one. It is transformational, like we discussed. It's transformational for them and for me every single time. It's incredible. But like, there's only so many women I can photograph, and I want, and I think there's something amazing about women coming together as well and supporting each other through this. So I made a program. I've called it the body reframe, because I think that reframe is a great word, and that's we don't need to change stuff. It's not like, oh, what else can I accomplish in order to become worthy? It's reframing what you already know to realize that you are already there. You are already good enough. You are already beautiful enough. And the first thing that we learn there, which is absolutely my like total soapbox subject, is about neutrality.
Yeah.
So you've heard about the body positivity movement, I am sure, Lisa.
Yeah.
Body positivity is great, and I understand its origins, and it's fantastic. But I worry that expecting people to feel positively about their body all the time is just setting us up to feel more ashamed of the fact we can't feel positive about our bodies all the time.
Yeah, I agree.
And actually, it's just a body. Yeah. And feelings are just feelings, and food is just food. I use the example when we talk about, because we add morality into loads of good things, like, good food and bad food, and good thoughts and bad thoughts. My son is a type 1 diabetic, and full fat Coke has saved his life on a number of occasions. That is not a bad food. It's medicine for him. Another friend who's allergic to cucumber. Food is not good or bad. And thoughts, sadness, grief, anger, joy, love, excitement, they are not categorized into good and bad feelings. They're just feelings. Yeah. Bodies are not a good or a bad body. They're just bodies. So that neutrality is like the first part. And I think learning that and catching ourselves where we label ourselves as good or bad, or I think that's a really great way to start to be a safe place for yourself. It's massive.
That's where you bring in the awareness and the acceptance piece, isn't it? Which is gold. The minute we take our pressure off ourselves in that capacity, it's like you've just sort of gone, okay, I can relax a bit now and be open then to more possibilities.
Yeah, what if this body is not a good body or a bad body? What if it's just a body?
Yeah.
And that's it.
Yeah.
How much pressure would be... Yeah, no other expectations, or it's just, this is my body.
Yeah, no judgment, no blame, no nothing.
Yeah. A lovely place to start if you want to have a little try at this. Mirror work can be quite intense. I had somebody tell me that they did mirror work at some course or something, and they were asked to stand naked in front of their mirror. Don't jump right in there. That is hardcore. That's like level 10.
It's like, wow, okay.
Let's just start with your face for a second, with your clothes on. If you look at yourself in the mirror and just practice, it's that kind of meditation practice of just noticing what your thoughts are and not being like, that's a good thought, that's a bad thought. Just noticing. I notice that I'm focusing on my wrinkles today. I'm noticing that my eyes are going straight to the fact that I've got jowls developing. Okay, let's stay here a little bit longer. What else can I notice? I notice that the colour of my eyes is really beautiful. I notice that my eyebrows don't quite match. I notice, and just...
Yeah, and it's in that observation as opposed to blame, judgment, anything. It's an observation.
Exactly. Just is. That's all it is.
Oh, I love that.
Sounds very simple.
I love it. So with the body reframe, when you sort of created this, what was the goal? What's the goal of the body reframe? What is it that you wanted it to achieve for women, or for whoever takes it?
For me, it really it really is a liberation piece.
Oh, I love that.
I can get quite upset and a little bit angry at the way that I believe women are purposefully kept occupied with their size and their attractiveness and their whatever else. I think purposefully we're kept quite occupied with those things, and they're, I mean, multi-billion pound industries rest on us.
We can go there, by the way. This is a right. Let me just be clear. This is a freedom of speech radio station. I've done this, so we can go there.
Amazing.
Yeah, as long as we can, we don't do any swearing. As long as we can back up what we say, which we do.
Yes.
We can go there. So let's go.
Fantastic.
Let's go there.
Great.
Yeah, let's go there.
Get ready for my anti-capitalism.
Here we go, everyone. Buckle up.
Billions and billions of pounds rest on us, like having a list of our perceived flaws and a list of the things to buy in order to fix those perceived flaws.
Absolutely.
Billions of pounds for it. I also think women are very, very powerful, and there are some people who are intimidated by the power of women, and our power is taken away when our power and energy is funneled into self-adjustment and self-criticising. If I didn't spend any time worrying about how I looked or how other people perceived me, or am I pretty enough, or is my hair right, if none of my brain power went into that, and none of any woman's brain power went into that, we could conquer the world and we would rule it really soon.
Without a doubt. I completely agree. And
that's what I want, honestly. I want us liberated from using all of our energy to check ourselves and contain ourselves and make ourselves right and make ourselves proper. I want none of our energy going out there, and I want all our energy on the streets protesting.
Yeah, honestly, you speak my language, and we've talked about this, but for me, it's that unapologetic. Being unapologetic, radical self-acceptance, speaking your truth, shining your light, getting it out there. Because let's be real, the world needs it.
Yes.
Let's be real with this whole situation. You're the perfect person for me to sit here and talk about, because this is, like you said, and call it societal conditioning, call it generational, whatever you want to do, it'll be different for everybody. Yeah. And we pick up behavior, we pick up things from the people before us, so who learn from whatever, and you've got to meet people where they're at. And unfortunately, we grew up, me included, with beliefs that were passed on by my mum, by my nan. Not there's no blame here. They did the best that they could do with what they had, let's be real.
Yes. Yeah.
But now it's like it's ramped up tenfold. Yeah. In the, I really, really am glad I'm not a young person now, because what went on in my life back then, if social media was around when I did some of the stupid what's-its that I did, I dread to think. It would have ruined me.
Evidence of it happening.
It would have ruined me. And it's like, when you just think, it's like everyone's got to watch. Everybody's got to be careful, because a picture will be taken, or there'll be a misconception, somebody's perception about you, and it's like, wow. And young people are dealing with this on a daily basis, and older, but we've all got those young people inside of us, and if we haven't healed or worked with that inner child inside of us, then you'll be an adult dealing with it as well.
Yeah, that is true. And the nuance, I'm forever adding more nuance than is ever required, but the nuance of that is, it really pickles my potatoes. I just made that up because I didn't know what I was doing.
That was brilliant. You're thinking, right, I can't swear, so what can I say? Pickle my potatoes.
Rips my knitting is another one that I'll say. It really rips my knitting.
Oh, I love that. Is that a Scottish thing, or is that?
It might be. It might be. It certainly sounds good in a Scottish accent, but no. It really rips my knitting with the messaging about being the cycle breaker, about those harmful messages that are brought down, and we're not going to pass that down. I'm going to tell you, yes, you are. A little bit, you are going to hand some trauma to the next generation. You are not going to break the cycle all by yourself. And what a lot of pressure to put on women. suddenly this women can have it all is not just, oh, we can work and raise children. It's also, and we can heal our own emotional trauma and protect our children from ever having any emotional trauma. That's too much pressure. So yes, break the cycle and become more aware, and understand you are not perfect, and that's fine. Your children will still have struggles, and that's not because you failed. It's not because you didn't manage to break the curse, break the cycle, you know, all of that stuff.
No, I get it. And I've referred to it. I have referred to it myself. And then as being that person for my family. And I didn't have kids. I didn't have to do all of that, you see. So there's a big difference. There's a big difference. Let me be real. But you know, what I believe as well from what you've just said, exactly that, is it's about being able to understand self and being able to own your beautifulness, every single area of it, because we all have flaws. We all have, you know, whatever way you want to look at it. But it is about owning that and saying, do you know what? I love that about me. And being able to show, you know, I don't have kids, but for me, it's my nieces, my nephews, you know, my goddaughter, little ones in my world. Do you know what? Just completely own who you are, all of it, every piece of it, and be unapologetic about it.
And there's real, I'm obsessed. I think it genuinely, it feels to me like a gift. I am obsessed with how beautiful humans are. Any person could stand in front of me and I would go, my God, you are beautiful. Like, look at that. And even the most strange things. I'm at a place now where I can look at myself and see, I'm a big lady. You know, I'm a dress size 24. I'm a big lady. And I can look at my belly that hangs and dimples and is lined and go, isn't that, look at the way that skin moves. Look at how soft it is. Like, look how great, look how nice that feels to touch. One of the ways that I was able to accept my body as being like a kind of sexually desirable body was to engage with like the physical feeling of how nice it is to touch something soft and squeeze something. Now, like, it's lovely.
Honestly, I get it. I talk about intimacy. I love the fact we've gone here. I talk about the fact of, because when people hear the word intimacy, there's an immediate switch that it goes straight to sexual, and it's not. It's about, I say to anybody, but you know, just sit in the bed, just literally, just rub your arm, just feel it, with no other intention of simply just feeling your skin, you know, and just being in that moment. And it's so important because it's no good. I had intimacy issues, right? Massive, for various reasons that I won't go into.
It's surprising. I'm sure a few people will agree with me.
Yeah. And I did, but it wasn't not the sexual side. I mean, it's very different, isn't it? And I'll be careful what I say, obviously. But having sexual relationships and being absolutely intimate with somebody are two totally different things. I had no issue with one. I had massive issues with the other. So for me, I wasn't able to be able to relate, enjoy, you know, and embrace my own body, just even from just, you know, just touching my arm and going, So I get it. I get it now. I'm the complete opposite, and I won't go into it because we are on the radio. And I talk open about it because, you know, did that happen overnight? No. No. It took time. But it was it was that sensual stuff. It's that sort of, that deservingness was a massive piece in there. You know, there was that trust in myself to make the right call for myself. And there are so many layers to this.
I love that we've come here because I'm going to full circle this back to the body reframe, because that is so pivotal. That is one of the lessons in the course. Your body is capable of your body is a source, of pleasure and joy.
Absolutely.
And we don't engage with that element of it, of how much, I think, particularly if you're living with things like, you know, chronic pain or disability or illness or things, your body feels like a source of pain. Actually, your body is a source of so much pleasure and joy. And it's the taking time to notice that helps to balance out all those other messages. How lovely it feels. You're right, to just stroke your arm. How lovely it feels to stand in the shower and engage with the pleasurable sensation of water running down your body, of engaging with how nice it is to eat food and how it tastes when we slow down and savor it, you know, and understanding that our body is a lot of things, and one of the things that it is a source of pleasure and of joy. Feet in the grass, sun on your skin.
Yeah. And this is, you know, I talk about this often for that reason, because yes, there's so many other focuses. And remember that if you say to your brain, I'm going to focus on the negative side of this or the pain of this, then it's like it switches off all other possibilities, because that's what you're prioritizing. And what we're saying is, just for a little bit of time, actually just change your priority and just notice what happens. Notice what happens when you are redirecting your focus onto other things that aren't the pain or the negative or, you know, the thoughts, and just redirect it, even if it's just for a short period of time per day.
Yeah, and we're not pretending the pain is not there.
Absolutely.
We're not pretending that's not real. We're saying yes, pain, and here pleasure exists too, and joy. It's not, no, it's not pretend it doesn't happen, distract. No, it's yes, and this too.
Yeah, I love that. Oh, I tell you what, seriously, we could just chat about it. I'm so glad we went here. I'm so glad. Right, so for this segment, is there anything else? Because we could chat for 15 hours, let alone 15 minutes. Is there anything else you want to cover in here? We are going to come back and do another segment, obviously. Is there anything you want to cover in this one that you feel is important before we move on?
Yeah, I think the culmination of the body reframe, ironically, is actually I try and guide people to the place where the focus isn't the body. So we talk about it's neutral, and then we talk about week 2 is your body is wise, the wisdom, and then we talk about your body as a source of pleasure and joy. And then the end goal probably actually is to move ourselves away from completely focusing on what our body is doing and how it's behaving and looking and all that stuff, and go, if I didn't care at all, if that didn't worry me at all or consume my thoughts at all, why would I make choices? What is important to me? Is it connection and love, or is it adventure? Is it, you know, what is it that should drive my life if it's not the way that I feel about my body? If that gets taken off, why do I do what I do? And I think that's a great question to ask ourselves.
I love that. We're going to talk a little bit more about that in the next segment. So is there anything else that you want to add, my darling, before we...
No, let's get grooving.
I love it. Right, here is Rachel's second song, and we'll see you in the next segment. You are listening live on Dreamcatcher Radio, and this is Rachel's second song. This is She's a Bad Mama Jamma by Cole Colton. Get ready to boogie.
She's a bad man, just as fine as she can be. Hey, she's a bad man, just as fine as she can be. Her body measurements are perfect in every dimension. She's got a figure that's shown of great attention. She's poetry in motion, a beautiful sight to see. I get so excited viewing her anatomy. She's got all the curves a man like. She's got all the curves a man like. Look at her, she's a bad mama jamma, just as fine as she can be. She's a bad mama jamma, just as fine as she can be. Looks like she's born into the gold she wears. The essence of beauty, ooh, such lovely hair. She's foxy classy, oh, sexy sassy. She's heavenly, a treat for the eye to see. She's real, oh, she's got all the curves of men like. Ooh, she's bad, just as fine as she is. Hey, she is a bad mamma jamma, just as fine as she can be. She's got a figure that's shown a bit of attention. She's poetry and most beautiful sight to see. I get so excited, you know that of me. She's still, she's still got all the good of man life. She's still, she's got all the good of man life. Look at her. She's a bad just as fine as she is. She's a bad just as fine as she is.
More music, more variety. This is your favorite radio station.
Dreamcatcher Radio.
And a huge welcome to everybody listening in on TikTok. The conversation in here is epic. I think that song went down really well, Rach. I think it definitely did. So we have the third segment now. Welcome to everybody listening on Dreamcatcher Radio. We have a huge audience in tonight. It's great because I get to see. So I get to see everybody and where you are in the world here. And I also get to see you guys on TikTok. You are incredible. Honestly, you make me smile every single week. Let's get back on. It's the last segment in the interview with Rachel Shootsweet. I'm having some incredible conversations and comments around the interview in TikTok. If you've got any comments or you want a request in, you can also email me while we're on the show till 8 o'clock. You can email me, lisa@dreamcatcherradio.co.uk, if you would like a request. I've already got one in, which I'll play soon. And we are also doing an after party. So on TikTok, I will be staying on 8 till 9, and I will be playing requests as well. Don't know about you, but I'm actually loving the show. Loving it. Right, here is the third segment, the last one. Here we go. What an incredible interview. Okay, we're back. And I want to really start this last segment where you touched on it right at the end. And the question that sticks out is, what would you do if you weren't making choices based on how you felt about your body? And that's huge. And that's absolutely massive, because I believe, and I used to be, before my journey of self, that would be a thought of mine, it would be a thought of mine. And I talk about getting curious. I talk about trying new things. And this ties in massively, doesn't it? With regards to that thing that stops people immediately before they then go, do you know what, I'm just going to do it.
Yeah. I have colourful hair. It's not very colourful just now. I'm growing my greys in. But I have had colourful hair for a long time. And I think this is a good little story to share as an example. I used to write lists. I used to watch programmes like The Biggest Loser. And I would watch those people losing hundreds of pounds of weight and, cry and talk about how much their family were like, they were letting their children down by being fat. And I would sit on the couch and cry about how I was letting my children down because I existed as a fat person and, stuff like that. And I would write these lists. When I lose 7 pounds, I will buy a new nail polish. When I lose 1 stone, I will book a massage. When I lose 2 stones, I will buy a new pair of shoes. And at the bottom of that pile, when I lose 100 pounds, which, what a goal to set yourself, by the way, I will get colourful hair, because that's what I wanted. I wanted to dye my hair crazy colours.
Yeah.
And I would write that list over and over and over again. And at the bottom it was always, when I lose 100 pounds, I'll have colourful hair. And one day it dawned on me that what I had been telling myself every time I wrote that list and believed that thing, was that I wasn't allowed to get it till I'd lost that weight. I didn't deserve to get it until I lost that weight. And I phoned a hairdresser and said, I need you to make my hair colourful now, even as a person in a fat body. And me making choices, I held myself back in so many painful ways because of the way that I was worried about that my body was wrong.
Yeah,
and it's heartbreaking. And comparing that now, so I went to Mexico a few years ago, and I'm sure they're all over the world. In Mexico, they're called cenotes. It's like a hole in the ground. It kind of natural. It's a natural hole that then fills with water, and it becomes almost this like underground pool.
Oh wow!
It's beautiful.
Oh, stunning.
And I was going to a retreat, and I was there a day early because of the flights, and I had looked this up, and I went by myself, and there's all these like hot young backpackers that are like 20 years younger than me, and they're all very beautiful and very thin and very tanned and very like just gorgeous. And I'm there in my, mum swimming suit kind of thing. And I wanted to jump in. You can stand on the edge and you can jump into this water. And it's like a cave. There are bats and there are that fly around your head. It's incredible. And I went and I stood at the edge of the pool, at the edge to jump in. And I went, oh no, I can't do that. And I went and I sat back down again.
Yeah.
And I'm sitting going, I'm on the other side of the world. When am I coming back to Mexico? I'm sitting watching these kids jumping in, screaming and shouting and laughing and giggling, playing with one another, and I'm putting myself at the side and not doing it. What, Rachel, you know better than this. Come on, I know it's scary, but I'm giving myself this little pep talk, like, you can do it. So I got back up again and I gave my phone to one of the young guys. I thought I'd try and peer pressure myself into it, I said, please film me. And I share that little clip quite often on socials and things, and I jumped in, and the joy, the acceleration, I almost cried in that cave with the fish swimming around me in this clear blue water and the bats flying, and I almost missed it because I thought I was too big and too old and too clumsy, I almost missed that because of how I felt about my body.
Wow. And now that photo, that video is a constant reminder of that moment in its most beauty.
Yeah. And it's not always that, but I know for me and for people that I know that there are things being missed out on. There's love being missed out on. There's connection. There's adventure being missed out on because we feel like we're not, our bodies, our physical houses are not right. We think we're not allowed to do that adventure. We're not allowed to have that love. We're not allowed to do that connection. You are allowed with the body you have right now. It doesn't need to change first. You can access all that stuff just by giving yourself permission.
Yeah, absolutely. And a point that you made was, when I get this, I will do this. You're immediately devaluing who you are in that moment, aren't you? You're immediately saying you're not enough by saying, I'll have it when, instead of saying I'll have it now, regardless. Yeah,
absolutely. It's so funny, and it's just such a small little psychological shift that, like, once you notice that you're doing it, you see it all the time, and you're like, why was I doing that? Holding things. It's like holding things back for special. I don't have special clothes that I only wear for special occasions now. I wear my special clothes all the time, or my special lip gloss, or my special whatever, because I'm special every day. Thank you very much.
And that comment is exactly it, isn't it? Because that's owning and saying, actually, I'm worthy every single day. I'm enough every single day. I deserve it every single day. And it is that. It is, because people, like you said, they put off things. They don't wear certain things. They don't do certain things, and they wait for that moment. But let's be real. What if that moment never comes?
Yeah.
Let's be really real. What if that moment never comes, and what's left in your wardrobe when you're not here are clothes that you never wore because you never felt enough?
Yeah.
Or things that you never did because you felt you weren't enough? because nobody knows, let's be really, we don't know.
Yeah,
So,
I've had friends who are not with us anymore, who are my age, who are now not here to wear their special clothes and do their special things and take their special photos or whatever. And I think that's why I love working with women who are a little bit older.
Yeah.
Go up. Yeah, totally. Right? Yeah. And it's for two reasons, and that's one of it. One of it is because you get to a certain age and you realise that life is fleeting and precious and not guaranteed. So it has to be enjoyed now, or the consequences are just,
huge.
And the other reason is, I think that women, once we get to a certain age, we just get tired of carrying the weight of expectations and be perfect, and it's heavy. It's a heavy burden. Yeah. And at a certain point, you have to put those down. Yeah. You have to just go, enough of carrying the weight of your expectations, the weight of my expectations, the weight of all of this.
Yeah, judgment.
Yeah,
absolutely.
Put it down. It's heavy. And when you marry those, when you get a woman, even at the start, even as she's beginning to realise that life is fleeting and precious, and those things are too heavy for you to carry around, it's just alchemical. It's magic.
It is. There's nothing like it, is there? And I totally get it. It's like she's stepping into a completely new way of being and is not concerned about anything. And it's like she is. I think you summed it up when you said when somebody gives themselves permission to be, to be who they are and to just completely own it with no what's given to anything else. It's just the most incredibly beautiful thing to witness.
Yeah. Isn't it? And the brilliant thing about it is that it doesn't require you to learn something new, do something better, work harder, try harder, sleep less, this more. It doesn't require you to add anything. It requires you to let go of some stuff and return to who you actually are. It's not about adding more, becoming more. That's not what empowerment is. Empowerment is, this is me, and I don't need all those extras. I don't have to have all those extras. It doesn't require you to do more or be more. It requires you to say, this is me and this is who I am.
I love it. So we have got such a passion about this, don't we? So for anybody that is listening or watching on TikTok, and by the way, mentioning TikTok, I am going to be holding Rachel accountable right now, live on the radio, global, all around the world, to all the listeners. Rachel is going to be coming onto TikTok because I know for a fact she will be an incredible creator for truth and real and raw and honest. So I'm like, right, come then. So for those that are on TikTok, Rachel _shoot sweet, SHOOTSWEET. Go and give her a follow. Go and give her a follow because she's just set up a profile. And we're going to be doing, you've got to be speaking with Rachel, but there's certain things you've got to do, but please go over and follow. We need to get as many followers as possible so Rachel can start going live and sharing her gorgeousness. She's looking at me as if to say,
I know. What have I just agreed to? The number of years I said, I will do TikTok, I'm all over Instagram, but TikTok is scary, so I'm going to have to face my fears. I'm being encouraged to face my fears. So come on TikTok and help me face my fears.
There you go. So we will be doing some lives together and stuff like that, talking all about this because this is so important. It's so important. So is there anything else you want to share before we let people know how they can get in contact with you?
Just I love you. I think I've never stood in front of a woman and thought, oh, you are ugly or horrible. I've never done it. And it breaks my heart that we do it to ourselves, stand in front of our mirrors and think, oh, you're not good enough. Because I've never looked at a woman and thought she's not good enough. Not ever, not once. And if this has touched you in some way or kind of moved you, felt, there is so much that you can do, But the first thing to do is just like forgive yourself and know that you are strong. You are a badass. You really, really are. You're amazing. And I'm saying that to women, men too. So much stuff gets put on all of us. Expectations of how we are to be. And the last thing that I would just want you to know is that the way that you are is fantastic.
Yeah.
It's just great.
Yeah, absolutely. I love it. I love it. Well, get ready, TikTok, because we're coming. So if you want to get in contact with Rachel, do you want to give out your email address, or do you rather just go through socials?
Yeah, sure. So I'm Rachel. I'm the biblical Rachel, just the EL, RACHEL. And then that's at shootsweet.co.uk. I was watching a lot of Chitty Chitty Bang Bang. You know that Toot Sweet song they sing?
I love that.
That one inspired. I shoot pictures and they're sweet. That's it. Shootsweet.co.uk. Yeah, drop me an email. Come on Instagram where I'm comfy and feel safe, or on Facebook. Find me on TikTok and challenge me.
So on social media, it's Rachel_ShootSweet. That's on Insta, Facebook, and on TikTok. So it's Rachel_ShootSweet. Rachel, honestly, I love our conversations. I really do. And I want to say thank you for being you and for doing what you do, because it's changing lives. And I can't wait to come to Scotland and have that photo shoot.
Yeah, baby.
I love it. Anything else you want to share before we finish the interview?
Just love you. Without making this too much of like a back and forth thing. Yeah, thanks for the platform. Thank you for listening to us getting a bit passionate. Thank you for listening and being here, and thank you, Lisa, for making this safe space.
Awesome. And I'll see you soon. See you later, everyone. Here is Rachel's third song. Here we go. It's Hayley Steinfeld and Love Myself.
Yeah. When I get chills at night, I feel it deep inside. Without you, yeah. Know how to satisfy, keeping the tempo right. Without you, yeah. Pictures in my mind on replay. I'm gonna touch the pain away. I know how to scream my own name, scream my name. I love me, gonna love myself, no I don't need anybody else. Hey, gonna love myself, no I don't need anybody else. Can't love myself, no I don't need anybody else. Anytime, day or night. I love me, gonna love myself, no I don't need anybody else. Hey, gonna love myself, no I don't need anybody else. Can't love myself, no I don't need anybody else. Anytime that I love me. I'll take it nice and slow, feeling good on my own without you. Yeah. Got me speaking in tongues, the beautiful it comes without you. Yeah. I'm gonna put my body first and love me so hard till it hurts. I know how to scream out the words, scream the words. I love me, gonna love myself, no I don't need anybody else. Hey, gonna love myself, no I don't need anybody else.
love it. I love it. I love it.
More music, more variety. This is your favourite radio station. Dreamcatcher Radio.
Welcome to everybody listening live on Dreamcatcher Radio and to all of you absolute legends on TikTok. We've got another 35 minutes live on the show, and then there is going to be an after party. How cool is that? Get ready, because we've got 3 more songs. Then we have the incredible Mason, who is joining us. Now, Mason is 13, and he shares with us his song that is all about empowerment. So, bear with me with that one, and get ready, because it is absolutely incredible. Right, we're going to go straight into the next song. Now, I'm going to say this next song is by Mandy Fisher. So, Mandy Fisher is on TikTok. She's incredible. She's absolutely incredible. And we've had a little bit of a discussion about her coming on the show. So I can't say any more right now, but just bear with me. The next song is Define Myself. And it's really connected to self-empowerment, because one of the greatest forms of empowerment is deciding that you are the authority over your own identity. And many can unconsciously allow themselves to define their worth, their capability, personality, intelligence, beauty or purpose. And this song disrupts that pattern completely. Excuse me. It encourages you to stop outsourcing your self-worth and instead really step into that self-leadership. And it reminds us that empowerment begins when you stop asking permission to exist authentically. It's really incredibly transformative, and that shift is just so powerful, because it moves you from dependency on approval into internal validation and self-trust, and that's gold. And when it comes to self-expression, what sits at the centre of this song is that self-expression piece, because it's about defining yourself naturally, and that requires expressing yourself truthfully. And this song, it really does encourage you to stop hiding who you are in order to fit in, to avoid rejection or maintain comfort for others. It celebrates individuality, authenticity and emotional honesty. This is Mandy Fisher and Define Myself.
But I see clear. Who's that staring back? Oh, it's me right here. No labels, no chains, I'm breaking free. Don't need you back to find my destiny. Yeah, I define myself. I make my name. Won't play your game. Won't take your shame. I'm the fire. I'm the spark. I'm the lightning in the dark. They draw their lines, they build their walls, but I climb higher. I hear my call. Your words can't cage the sky I own. I'm my truth, I stand alone. They can whisper, they can shout, but they'll never drown me out. I define myself. I make my name. Won't play your game. Won't take your shame. I'm the fire. I'm the spark. I'm the lightning in the dark.
More music, more variety. This is your favorite radio station. Dreamcatcher Radio.
Where on earth has the time gone? We've got less than 29 minutes until the end of the show. It's flown. It's flown. We've got 2 more songs before we have the incredible Mason, who's 13 years old, who is our future empowered generation. And he's requested a really cool song. Before we do that, we have... and also, just a reminder that if you haven't caught all the show, or you just think, do you know what, I'd love to listen to the show again, go on to Dreamcatcher Radio. I won't be live on TikTok, but you can catch the replay on Sunday, 4 till 6 p.m. UK time. Okay? Awesome. Right, this next song, I love this. This is... really uplifting, and it's about resilience. It's about inner fire, and it's about reconnecting with that spark that exists within, even when there's disappointment, burnout, emotional challenges, hardship, whatever it is. This is about, when it comes to self-empowerment, it reminds us that we are not powerless, we are not broken, and we're not, all finished because of difficult experiences. My God, if I thought that, with everything that I've dealt with and that's happened for me in my life, if I gave up, I wouldn't be doing this now. And if all those things hadn't happened, I wouldn't be who I am to be able to sit here now doing this. And many people lose confidence in themselves when there's repeated setbacks or trauma, criticism, and this song challenges that hopelessness by reminding us that our inner power still exists. Okay? Really important. And when it comes to a self-expression, it's bold, and its energizing nature of this song really does encourage us to take up space unapologetically. It inspires us to stop hiding our passions, stop hiding our dreams, our emotions, and our individuality. This is a really strong message about reclaiming your voice and allowing yourself to be fully seen. This is China Styles, I Got Life in Me.
This right here. This is for the days I didn't think I'd make it. For the nights I cried and kept quiet. For the mornings I showed up anyway. I got life in me. And baby, it shows. Oh, yes, it does. I got my ish together. I'm breaking these chains. Walking in purpose. No room for shame. I got life in me, and I wear it proud. Head held high, I don't blend with the crowd. Never did. I can't ask for more. I got everything I need. Peace in my soul, favor on me. There it's real. I can't hide what's coming. It's already mine. It's my life. And I love it every single time. Used to dim my light just to make them feel safe. Not no more. Now I shine on purpose. Can't let it go to waste. The road wasn't easy, but look at me now. Scars turn stories. Pain turn crowns. I'm not who I was, and that's the win. Every closed door, just let me in. Every no I heard was a setup for grace. And now I walk like the whole world know my place. You see the glow, but not the grind. The nights I doubted this heart of mine. But I kept going. But I'm still here, and I ain't hiding. Life chose me. And I'm still rising. I got my ish together. I'm breaking these chains. Walking in purpose. No room for shame. I got life in me, and I wear it proud. Head held high. I don't blend with the crowd. I was born to stand. I can't ask for more. I got everything I need. Peace in my soul. Favor on me. It's already mine. It's my life, and I love it every single I've been open for a move. I can't ask for more. I got everything I need. Peace in my soul, favor on me. I can't have this coming. It's only tonight. It's my life, and I love it every single time.
What a tune, that's China Styles, I Got Life in Me. We've got one more song, and then we have the incredible Mason, who's sharing his choice of empowering song. I love it. I love it. And the next song is, it's Good Vibes Tribe. I love this tune. This is one of my favourites. I've gone into my empowerment playlist. That's where all of these songs have come from today, other than the ones that Rachel chose. And this is what's played all the time in my car, all the time. Now, this song is a deeply empowering song, and it is about releasing that approval seeking, that desperation, that external validation in favour of that personal evolution, self-respect and alignment. And this song really does centre around the idea that we do not need to chase, beg, convince or shrink ourselves to receive love, opportunities, visibility or worthiness. Instead, it encourages us to focus on becoming the version of ourselves that naturally aligns with what we desire. So it empowers us to reclaim our energy and stop placing our worth in other people's hands. Instead of asking, how do I get them to choose me? The song encourages you to ask, how do I choose myself? And that shift is transformational because it moves us from dependency into self-leadership and emotional sovereignty. And when it comes to expression, this song supports authentic expression by removing that pressure to constantly prove ourselves. Because when we no longer feel we must beg for belonging, you become freer to speak honestly, to express emotions openly, and to show up more authentically. This is a liberation in the song that encourages visibility without performance. Jen, Mason's on directly after this song. This is No Begging, Just Becoming, the Good Vibes Tribe. Have a listen. I
don't ask for what I already am. I don't chase what's coded in my hand. No begging, just becoming. Let's go. I don't beg, I align, then I step. Becoming the version that cashes the check. No fear, no doubt, just fire in my chest. I evolve in silence and glow with the best. I walk like truth, I talk like fate. I don't wait on blessings, I activate. This ain't luck, it's sacred becoming. I speak, I move, and now it's coming. I used to beg for change, now I am the shift. I upgraded my name, now I move with gift. Not a victim of time, I'm a master of flow. What I want ain't distant, I already know. No more one day, I am the day. I became the prayer I used to pray. They wait for signs, I speak with claim. I don't beg, I reframe the game. This is divine self-talk, not hype. I become the proof, I don't type. Identity locked, frequency clean. I live in the gap between now and seen. I don't beg, I align, then I step. Becoming the version that cashes the check. No fear, no doubt, just fire in my chest. I evolve in silence and glow with the best. I walk like truth, I talk like fate. I don't wait on blessings, I activate. This ain't luck, it's sacred becoming. I speak, I move, and now it's coming. I don't need to convince, I just exist. My presence alone is the abundance list. Old thoughts fade, new thoughts build. I became the vibe that fortune feels. My timeline jumps cause I drop the weight of begging, hoping, stress and wait. I don't hustle, I harmonize and glow up in real time with no disguise. Every level is already mine. I just tune in and read the signs. I don't chase dreams, I become the dream. Now everything flows with self-esteem. No begging, just becoming. No hoping, just becoming. No waiting, just becoming. No forcing, just becoming. I am, I move, I rise, I claim. access. I don't reach. I don't ask. I become. And so it flows.
What a tune. What a tune. That was Good Vibes Tribe and No Begging, Just Becoming. And now it's time. Now it is time to hear from an incredible, incredible young man. Get ready to have your heartstrings tugged here. Now, just for those that don't and haven't heard what this is a segment where each week I ask a young person, so under 18 young person, what their empowerment song is. And if they would like to, I ask them to do a recording, do a voice recording. Okay. Now, Jen, who's in the community in Team Expansion, this is Jen's godson, Mason. He's 13 years of age. I'm not going to spoil it. Listen up. Okay. Listen up to what this young man has said. Okay. Very powerful message. Okay. Are you ready? Here we go. Listen up.
Hi, my name's Mason, and my song that is the best thing through the toughest time is This Is Me. Because when I was 6, I had cancer, and then I had cancer, and when I was in a coma, my mum sent it to me, and then it was my godmum's birthday, Jenny, and my brother got up there and sung it, and I remember it was a really tough time, but I got through it.
Mason, I know you're listening, my darling. Thank you so much for sharing that, and I am absolutely honoured that you did this. So thank you so much, Mason. From everybody here who's listening on the radio, and from everybody who is listening on TikTok, we are so very, very proud of you. That's a powerful message. Here's your song, my darling. This is me. Thank you for sharing, Mason.
I am not a stranger to the dark. Hide away, they say, 'cause we don't want your broken parts. I've learned to be ashamed of all my scars. Run away, they say, no one will love you as you are. But I won't let them break me down to dust. I know that there's a place for us, for we are glorious. When the sharpest words wanna cut me down, I'm gonna send the blood, gonna drown them out. I am brave, I am bruised, I am who I'm meant to be. This is me. Look out, 'cause here I come, and I'm marching on to the beat I drum. I'm not scared to be seen, I make no apologies. This is me. Gonna send a bird, gonna drown a man. This is brave, this is bruised, this is who I'm meant to be. This is me.
Choice. Mason, thank you so much for sending in that message, for choosing such a brilliant song. You should be so incredibly proud of yourself. Thank you so much, Mason. He's 13 years old and is this week's Future Empowered Generation. How cool is that? Now, I'm not going to read out any more of these songs. I just want to play it. We've got 15 minutes. So I have got some songs come through. I will play them in the after party. We're going to try and get as many done as we can. Here is Manifestique Studio and I Accept Me. Have a listen to the words. Goes along with the theme for tonight's show.
I spent years trying to bend myself into a perfect shape, chasing all those expectations that were never mine to take. But the more I tried to change me, the further I would fall, till I learned that being honest is the bravest thing of all. Now I breathe a little deeper, I stand a little taller, learning how to meet myself without feeling smaller. I accept me, every flaw and every light. I rise again, no more fading out of sight. I accept me, I'm stepping into who I am. This is my truth, and now I finally understand. I'm done with all the pressure to be someone I'm not. No more shrinking into shadows just to fit a single spot. I'm choosing my reflection with the softness in my eyes, letting go of old illusions, letting go of the disguise. Now I breathe a little lighter, my world is getting brighter. Feels like coming home again to something true inside her. I accept me, every flaw and every light. I rise again, no more fading out of sight. I accept me, I'm stepping into who I am. This is my truth, and now I finally understand. And I know I'm still becoming, growing day by day, but I'm learning to love each version of me along the way. With every step I'm taking, I'm stronger than before, and the girl I am today is worth fighting for. I accept me, every flaw and every light. I rise again, no more fading out of sight. I accept me, I'm stepping into who I am. This is my truth, and now I finally understand.
More music, more variety. This is your favorite radio station. Dreamcatcher Radio.
Here is that reminder that if you have just jumped on Dreamcatcher Radio and you're thinking, no, how did I miss the show? Oh my goodness. Don't panic. Don't panic, everyone. Sunday, 4 p.m. UK time. You can watch it again. You can listen to the music. You can listen to Mason doing his Future Empowered Generation. You can listen to Rachel's interview. And you can listen to me having a chat. So there you go. You can do it again. Sunday, 4 p.m. UK time. Now, I'm going to go straight in to this next song. It's Len Spot, Strong Mind, Stronger Heart.
I've been knocked down, I've been torn apart, but I rise again. I'm a
They try to doubt me, try to sway, but I get louder every day. Power in my every breath. I was made to rise, not rest. Strong mind, stronger heart, built from pain, turned into art. I don't break, I evolve. Every storm I still resolve. Strong mind, stronger heart, from the shadows I lit a spark. Watch me shine, I play my part. Strong mind, stronger heart. Can't hold me down, I've come too far. Battle born and full of stars. Every setback made me wise. Now I rise, now I rise. Stronger mind, stronger heart, built from pain, turned into art. I don't break, I evolve. Every storm I still resolve. Strong mind, stronger heart, from the shadows I lit a spark. Watch me shine, I play my part. Strong mind, stronger heart. Strong mind, stronger heart. Strong mind, stronger heart.
I just want to share that tomorrow evening, being Friday, on TikTok, I'm having a birthday celebration. So this is the last show of me as a 54-year-old. I am going to be turning 55 on Tuesday. So tomorrow night I thought, oh, Jen had a birthday on the 24th. I've got a birthday. We've also got Carly's birthday coming up. We've also got other people's birthdays around this time. And I thought, do you know what? Let's have a party. So tomorrow night, 8 o'clock on TikTok. If you're not on TikTok, get an account. It's Lisa King, self-loveologist on TikTok. I will be live 8 p.m. UK time tomorrow. We're going to be playing loads of really cool music. I will be opening up the boxes for a period of time, not the whole time. But yes, people can come into my box. I know. I said that live on the radio. Oh my goodness. So yes, that's what's going to be happening tomorrow night. And for now, we are, let me see how long we got left. Oh my goodness, not long. So let me, do you know what I'm going to do? I'm going to carry on just letting you know what's happening before I play this final song. So next week's show, it's incredible. We've got another interview. We have a brilliant lineup next week. We have some incredible things coming on TikTok. But yes, next week we have another interview. It's going to be awesome. It's going to be absolutely awesome. Now, what I want to do, I want to say a massive thank you to everybody that is listening in, to all the moderators on TikTok. You are incredible. You keep the room safe. Thank you to every single one of you. I want to say a massive thank you to everybody listening on Dreamcatcher Radio. The numbers have been amazing. I want to say a big thank you to everybody around the world. Yet again, you never fail to surprise me. Now, we're going to play out with this incredible song. This is going out to Anna and to anybody who is dealing with anything health-wise. This is for you.
I'm a warrior. I'm a warrior.
And I'll be staying on for the after party.
I'm a warrior.
On TikTok.
Never gonna hold me down. Solid as a rock. I'm ready for a challenge. Hard as you can knock me off my balance. Oh, feel got nothing on me. Throw me to the wolves and I'll come out the leader. Doubt me if you want, I'm gonna make you a believer. Oh, you've never seen nothing like me. I'm gonna stand up, show you what I'm made of. Don't matter how much blood I bleed, there's a fight in me. Nothing's gonna hold me down. I'm gonna stand up, show you what I'm made of. Don't matter how much blood I bleed, there's a fight in me. Never gonna hold me down. I'm
know my every weakness. No matter what you come with, I'm gonna defeat it. Oh, I got all I need. Just look in my eyes and you're gonna see the hero that's rising in me. I'm gonna stand up, show you what I'm made of. Don't matter how much blood I bleed, there's a fight in me. Nothing's gonna hold me down. I'm gonna stand up, show you what I'm made of. Don't matter how much blood I bleed, there's a fight in me. Never gonna hold me down. I'm a warrior. I'm a warrior. I'm a warrior. Nothing's gonna hold me down. I'm a warrior. I'm a warrior. I'm a warrior. Never gonna hold me down. I'm a warrior.
Incredible. I will see you next week, everybody. Take care. Remember